Do you know why most Indians are broke? It has 3 letters, EMI. But if you watch this video till the end, you will understand how EMI can make you rich very, very fast. Hi, this is Gopal Krishnan. And if you're seeing me for the first time, welcome to my channel. I have been an entrepreneur for more than 15 years now. My companies do multiple 8 figures in revenue every single year. After learning what I'm going to share in this video, my perspective about finances completely changed. Let me start off with a simple question. Would you rather take a 2.5 crore home loan with a 2.5 lakh EMI or a 25 lakh investment that gives you 2.5 lakhs monthly income? Obviously option B, right? But if you look at most people, they choose the first option, and that's exactly why they stay poor. Let me show you something that nobody explains properly. There are 2 types of EMI. One EMI pulls your money down while the other EMI pushes your money up. The problem is not the EMI but your poor understanding of it. The key concept here is leverage. Even I didn't understand this concept, and because of it, I suffered so much in my finances initially. I call this the leverage paradox. Let's see how people traditionally use EMI. They take EMI for phone, car, home, lifestyle, and all of those things helps them to be always in the EMI trap. Why is it a trap? Money goes out every month, no wealth is created. So their lives become earn, pay EMI, repeat. Earn, pay EMI, repeat on loop. It looks successful from outside. The fancy car, the fancy watch, the fancy phone. But inside, they are slowly getting broken. The truth is that you are not building wealth, and you are just maintaining EMIs. But how does rich people use EMI? They have a totally different perspective on EMI. They use EMI as a cost to create income generating assets. They invest in assets like skills, systems, businesses, and distribution. Everything they buy produces cash. This is my rule for you. If your EMI doesn't make money for you, it's a liability. I want you to change the way you look at EMI. This is where everything changes. Old model is paying EMI from salary. Now the new model that will actually make you rich is to pay your EMIs with your systems, not from effort but from your leverage. Let me give you a very broad example so that you can understand this. Now imagine you're planning to take a tea shop franchise. The cost of the franchisee would be somewhere around 20 lakhs. You've done your groundwork, chosen the right location, you've trained your people, and all the systems are in place. Let us say that after all your expenses and salary cost, you're making 3 to 3.5 lakhs in monthly profits. Even if you're losing 2 lakhs to the monthly EMI, you're still ending up with 1 to 1.5 lakhs in monthly take-home income. And after month 10, you are on the path to create more and more wealth for your family. Now, let's flip the scenario. Instead of taking this franchisee, you took a 20 lakh car. You apply for the loan and every process is the same. And here, you are buying a liability that loses its value the moment it goes out of the showroom. Added to that, you have insurance costs, maintenance costs, and all the other headaches. Other than the emotional value, it doesn't make any sense financially. Now, what happens when you use EMI to create systems that generates wealth? But how can I implement this? As the first step, it requires a mindset shift. Instead of saying, I will invest after I become rich, say, I will invest to become rich. That one decision will change your whole life. I'm going to explain the wealthy investor cycle for you. This is how wealth is actually built. The rich people use debt as the cost to acquire assets, not liabilities. So you use debt to acquire asset. Then that asset generates income. And from that income, you again pay the cost to acquire more assets. And you repeat the cycle till you become wealthy. This is the wealthy investor cycle you need to shift to. You cannot save your way to wealth, but you can leverage smartly. If you're seeing the Ambanis and Adanis, they have a lot of debt, but they're one of the wealthiest people in the world. And this leverage paradox is the reason. So there are now 2 paths for you. Path 1, you use EMI for liabilities. Salary pays everything. Result, complete stress. Path 2, you use EMI to buy into systems and assets that generates regular streams of income for you. You use those sources of income to buy even more assets that creates even more freedom. Same EMIs, but 2 completely different realities. So the final shift I want you to have is that poor people think debt is dangerous, but the rich know the right debt is power and freedom, and the wrong debt is very dangerous. If you truly want to become rich, don't start with saving money. Start with building income systems, and that is going to give you the new EMI, exponential monthly income. I hope this video gave you a new perspective about EMIs and money. If I want to leave you with one thing, remember, poor people use EMI to look rich, but the rich people use EMI to become rich. Thank you, and I will see you in the next one.